Welcome in, beautiful travelers. I'm Maria at Indigo Earth. I'm here to do a reading for our water signs, Cancers. Welcome in, Cancers. Good to have you here. Cancer, you are ruled by the light, the moon. Watery feelings. You are our feelers. You are our water bearers. Your dual nature is to be sensitive and nurturing, yet sometimes you can be moody and needy. Your drive is to defend, to protect, and to nurture. And your aspect is to love ferociously. You are here to feel. So welcome into you. Good to have you here. Welcome in, cross watchers. You may be energetically connected to or physically in a relationship with a Cancer. You are here to see what's going on with your person. So feel free to swap around the characters as need be throughout the reading. Nobody knows your situation better than you. And time is fluid, so anytime you come across this message and you were drawn into it, was the time that you were meant to listen to it. Try to stay open to that process. You and I, we are working together at a quantum level to bring a message forth to you for the highest frequency of your soul growth, soul evolution. As the micro, so the macro. For you, as well as all living deities on this planet. So use your discernment, use your inner knowing, practice your intuitive hits. Look for those throughout the reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Sometimes the messages come through warm and fuzzy. Sometimes the messages come through a little bit more direct and abrasive, which is what they have been lately. So let's see where we go with you today. If you like the content being shared, please like and subscribe. Help the channel grow so that other Cancerians might be able to get the messages that might be needed for them as well. Your support is appreciated and your support is honored. Good to have you here. So we do have a theme going for you here for the reading. We have the 9 of Coins, independence, building your empire, self-esteem, feeling pretty good. And we have the Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands is very inspirational, very outgoing, very charismatic, is an influencer, is a leader, kind of your artists, your musicians, your creatives. So this could just be really about building your character, building your creative levels, creativity side, your innovative side. So let's see where we go with you. Let's see what comes out for you today, Cancer. This is messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Messages for those watching, please. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Messages for those watching, please. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Messages for those watching, please. Okay, Cancer, your overall energy right now, 2 of Wands, coming to a crossroads here, having to make a decision. This could be about duality, this could be about choices, this could be about staying in your comfort zone or choosing to take a risk. Your situation, the 2 of Cups, could be about a relationship, or it could just be something that's very intimate to your heart. Your opportunity, the Ace of Swords. Listen to your authenticity, your own authenticity, not what other people think you should do. Listen to what you feel inside your gut. This is about really dealing with the raw, organic truth. It's like a fresh start, fresh energy, starting all over again from how you want to build it. What the universe is co-creating with you, 2 of Swords. Could be shutting yourself off from something or just not wanting to listen, not wanting to learn. Could be guarding and protecting yourself as well. Energies that surround you that you might not be aware of. Endings and new beginnings. A cycle has completed in your life. A cycle has completed. Energies that are coming in the near future. 3 of Coins. Building, working together, collaboration. Energies that are fading away, the 8 of Swords. Maybe feeling some guilt, maybe feeling like you've been left out, maybe feeling like you're not good enough, maybe feeling like you can't measure up to the task, or you can't not measure up to the task. That's not the word I want. Task might be too big for you. Don't have enough gumption in you to be able to take on what's being asked of you. Might feel overloaded. That's going away. How you're showing up in this situation? The High Priestess. A knowing. Some kind of inner knowing. What's right in front of you that you need to contend with? The Three of Cups. That is about, could be about soul contracts. That can also be celebration, friends, family. Feeling good. Your hopes and fears, Ten of Wands. The burden of it all. Too much. Overwhelmed. That's your hopes and fears. And your outcome, Temperance. Embodying that which you feel inside, that the energies that are coming into you with your expression on this 3D plane, with your expression in how you go forth into this world. So Temperance is kind of like Justice in that it's balancing, but it's balancing the energies. It's like you're in between two worlds, going back and forth in between two worlds, the inside and the outside. Let's get one more on that. And the Six of Coins. So about value, your value, looking at your value. You're balancing what you're feeling inside with how you're having to express yourself, trying to raise your elevation, raise your thought processes, raise the way you feel about yourself. So let's see where we go with this for you, Cancer. We got the Two of Cups here. Let's clarify what the Two of Cups is for Cancer. Clarify what the Two of Cups is for Cancer. We got Death. This might be a relationship that is, or a connection that is going through some sort of transformation. Maybe the ways that it operated in the past, is it going to work in the ways it's going to operate moving forward? Nothing stays the same. Nothing. Everything changes. We got the Hermit. That's Virgo energy coming in. Death is Scorpio. And we have the Ten of Cups. So some connection, some very intimate, heartfelt connection is going through a transition right now. You may not be able to see the transition, Seeker. You may not be able to see the transition. You might be kind of in your own company right now, in your own self, kind of going within, trying to like feel your way through this. You may have thought that this was your Ten of Cups, or still believe that it's your Ten of Cups. So you might be, there might be an inner struggle right now trying to figure out what's happening here. What's happening? What's going on? Why are things not moving in the direction that I think they're supposed to be moving in? Because it's at a crossroads. It's about change. Two of Wands. You can stay in your comfort zone of what's known, or you can take a risk. And the risk is starting over again in the raw truth. Starting from scratch. So the connection may have to start from scratch. Starting all over again. So let's find out what the Ace of Swords is. This is your opportunity. Starting from where you are now. What is truth in your world right now? What is your authentic self right now? Because what your authentic self was 15 years ago isn't the same as what it is now. Two different people showing up. Change. We got the Ten of Swords. We got the King of Swords. Well, there's a lot of truth trying to come through here. Could be trying to analyze something. Could be trying to work something through with your thoughts instead of your emotions. Ten of Swords is, it's a very heavy card. It's a lot of dense, dark energy. It's like being immovable. Not just something is keeping you caged in. Can't move, can't see. Could be addictions, could be, major depression, could be some kind of mental health disorder. Could have something to do with ancestral carnage coming through, kind of like clearing things out. You got the King of Wands and you got the Four of Cups. It may be looking at some cold, hard truth about, somebody's being resistant here. Somebody's kind of like not engaging, not participating. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. But this is your opportunity to really look at this clearly. There may be an addiction going on here, and it's asking you to like really, King of Swords takes a step back emotionally, and kind of analyzes and assesses and categorizes and kind of puts things together from a logical perspective. Kind of gathers all the information before there's a judgment call. So there could be somebody that you're dealing with that might have some mental health disorders, might have PTSD. This might be about trauma bonding. Could be addictions, could be an illness as well. But this is really your opportunity, is to really get to the raw truth of this. Really look at this, break it down, pick it apart, compartmentalize it, whatever you have to do to kind of figure out why there's resistance here, why somebody is not participating, why somebody is just kind of checked out. And this could be you checked out as well, right? You could be wanting something more desirable, something more playful, something, because you got the Queen of Wands here in your theme, and you got the King of Wands here, right? And the King of Wands is an influencer, somebody who's very charismatic, very driven by creative endeavors. The King of Wands kind of goes in and does the startup projects, and then kind of divvies all the responsibilities to everybody else and benefits from it. Benefits from what kind of the foundation which has been laid, kind of watches over everything, but really then isn't about doing the work anymore after that. So this could be you cycling through something. You've kind of faced some truth. You're ready to do something different. You're ready to go on some sort of creative endeavor, whether that's with a partner or whether that's in a life situation. It's kind of like you've had enough of the old. But if not, it's the other way too. It's really understanding and taking a look at why somebody might not be participating the way that you expect them to. And I'm thinking this is about a connection in a relationship, because the situation is death. It's going through some sort of transformation. almost like finding yourself. You could be trying to find yourself. The other person could be trying to find themselves. So let's see what the Two of Swords is. Clarify what the Two of Swords is, please, for Cancer. That one wanted to pop out. We got the Lovers. Again, resistance. Not seeing clearly, not looking, not really wanting to see the truth. Holding back. Not listening. Seven of Wands. Defensive. And Queen of Cups. You could be defending something going on here. Could be trying not to listen to like the naysayers about a relationship that's in transformation right now, or a connection that's in transformation right now. You know, the Queen of Cups comes up. This is energy of compassion, empathy, forgiveness. Sometimes it's being emotionally needy. Sometimes it's being too, not motherly, but kind of like, you know how, not flighty, but there's people who just are just so, everything is love and beauty and kindness and peace, and they're just not really paying attention to what's like really going on, even if it's right in front of them. And so I think the universe is trying to get you to understand something that you're just not wanting to look at, that you're just not ready to, like, it's like you're minimizing something. And we got the Lovers here. That's Gemini showing up. So we got Virgo, we got Scorpio, we've got Gemini, and we got some fire signs coming through, Aries, Leo, Sag. So let's keep going here. The story is unfolding. Right, Cancer? Sometimes when the Queen of Cups come in too, you might be hindering somebody else's lesson. You know, sometimes there's a thing, well, that whole concept of tough love, not in that sense, but in a sense of like, we're all entitled to our free will. And if somebody's taking advantage of your compassion, your empathy, your kindness, there comes a point where you kind of have to hold it back, because then they're not following their own, they're not learning from their own mistakes or their own failures, which is what we're all here to do, right? Fail, get back up. Fail, get back up. Fail, get back up. Okay, now I'm starting to see, like, I know that for me, I learn by the mistakes I make. So, you know, you make the mistake and you make the mistake and you make the mistake, and then finally you're kind of like, oh, the light bulbs go off, that aha moment. So if you're rescuing somebody, you're rescuing them from being able to evolve and change. So we got the Three of Coins here. This is energies that are coming in. We've got the Star. This is about working together on your hopes and dreams, your wishes. This is the energy coming in. We got the Four of Cups, because you're holding on. You're definitely holding on. Which is not wrong to say per se, but if you're holding on for your own neediness, if you're holding on because you want to see this person evolve with or without you, that's a different story. But if you're holding on because of your own neediness, then nobody's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. Everybody's here to do their own work. The Fool. Facing your fears, surrender. There's nothing wrong with putting your intentions out there. There's nothing wrong with wanting to build and work together. But sometimes when you let go of the outcome and you let go, that's when things like kind of come back the way that you had hoped that they would. When you're not holding on so tightly to it, trying to like get it to work for you the way you want it to work, sometimes when you just trust and have faith and let it go, that whatever the right outcome is for you, that's what's going to be offered you. So let's find out what this High Priestess is. And that could be just what you're doing. Because the High Priestess, trusting, believing, knowing that there's a divine plan here. Because really your theme is about building your own creative endeavors. Whatever that looks like for you. All right, clarify what the High Priestess is here, please, for Cancer. What is the High Priestess? We got a Saggy, another fire sign showing up in your outcome too. Fire is kind of loud here. We got another air sign, Aquarius. 2 air signs. 3 fire. Ooh. Okay, well, Temperance wanted to pop out again. Okay, so again, that is that embodiment of the energies from the inside and the outside and how they're being expressed. So on the inside, you could be screaming, you know, oh my gosh, what's going to happen here? I don't know what's going on. I'm scared. I'm full of fear. You know, is this my fault? What am I doing? How do I make this different? And then on the outside, you could be very, you know, acting as if everything's okay. Nothing's really going on. We're just going through some bumps. You also got the Knight of Wands. So, not acting hastily. Not reacting. Listening to your inner guidance. There's nothing wrong with offering love and support, but it's when you're doing the work for somebody that it becomes toxic. So we've got the Devil coming in here, and we've got the Hierophant. So Earth energy showing up. That's specific to Taurus. This could be about your beliefs, about higher knowledge and wisdom, about spirituality. You could be praying for this person to, like, they're dealing with some sort of addiction, to be able to break free from it. There's some kind of indoctrinated thought process here that has to do with, like, spiritual counsel, spiritual awareness, religion, rules. There's some kind of toxic, maybe fear, maybe temptation, but some sort of attachment is connected to this. There's an attachment connected to this. I think that it looks like you're trying to just listen to your inner wisdom and your inner guidance. I think you're trying to, you know, whatever you're, you know, if you're praying for somebody or you're working through something yourself, or you're, you know, trying to, put your intentions out there for the other person. Remember, people have free will. People have free will to do whatever they want. That's what this earth plane is all about, right? So I think you are working hard to listen to your inner knowing. I think you are working hard to listen to your intuition about this. But I also think that there might be a mix between that and kind of a structured indoctrination that has to do with like rules of religion. And I don't know if you're incorporating that into this situation or trying to, you know, use language maybe that might influence another person, because it's really about understanding your own dynamics in this, and understanding your own contribution in this, and understanding what you're supposed to learn in this. And sometimes it's just learning how to let go, right? The Fool and the Four of Pentacles. Sometimes it's just learning how to let go. So you're definitely listening to higher counsel, because you've got the High Priestess and you got the Hierophant here. But there's something in here that's not, you know, I don't know if this is ancestral attachments or ancestral lineage clutching on here, or maybe energies that are, other energies that are coming in influencing this. You might be trying to get those off of you and whoever this other person is in your life. You know, if this is about addiction, there are darker energies at play here. But also remembering that this may be an experience that the other person intended to have being here. Like, I don't know, I heard this one time about, you know, when all the hype was going on about trying to eliminate homelessness and get everybody a home. Everybody gets to have a home. And there's a huge, big campaign to raise money for this. They raised a lot of money. And they started the Habitat for Humanity and all that started coming out. But there are just some people here who are nomadics, that the person who's living on the street, right, is learning the same lessons about poverty and about wealth as a person who is living in Beverly Hills. Same lessons, different experiences. So I don't know, just keep that thought in mind. Let's see what the Three of Cups is. This is what's right in front of you that you need to contend with. This is supposed to be about celebration, but this could be about partying too much too. This could be like escapism through being around friends, going out all the time, going on vacations to get away from it all, disassociated. You got the Ace of Pentacles. We got the Wheel of Fortune. And we got the 7 of Wands. So this could be true. This also could be about learning how to set healthy boundaries for yourself, right? You know, when you got the Ace of Pentacles here, this is a new way of showing up. And you also have the Ace of Swords here. So this is like doing something completely different. This is a whole new energy coming in. And you have it with the 3 of Cups. So it could be about maybe, you know, finding your own tribe, finding your own people, finding your own friends. Because this is what's going to start turning things. Wheel of Fortune. This is what's going to start turning things in a different direction. Because what is it that you are valuing in this? What are you getting out of this? What is it that's working for you in this situation? As opposed to if you were building your own empire. I mean, just because you're building your own empire doesn't mean you have to be single. It just means that you are working on the things that you came down here to work on, right? But setting some healthy boundaries for yourself. Doing some things for yourself that maybe give you a feeling of satisfaction and value, and starts using some of the energies inside of you that you feel like are bubbling up, that you just want to express yourself in a certain way, or you want to do something, or you want to, you know, take that ceramic class, or start painting that picture, or, you know, go back to school, or start crafting, or, you know, start building motorcycles. Whatever it is for you, whatever that is for you, that's your key. That's your key for reciprocity here. It's not going to come from somebody else. You might be waiting for this other person to, like, figure things out. And that's not saying they won't, but your growth is ultimately, as the micro, so the macro. Your growth is ultimately their growth, right? Your growth is ultimately their growth. So let's get one more on this outcome. So in the extended, I'm going to look at earth signs are showing up. And I'm going to look at fire signs are showing up pretty loud. Queen of Pentacles, time to take care of yourself. Self-reflection, self-analyzation. Working on your own progress down here. Working on your own dreams down here. Working on what feels good for you. Because relationships should complement each other. They shouldn't coerce each other. And like the Wheel of Fortune, you know, are you revolving around and around and around, or are you evolving? Something to think about, something to look at, because that's what's right in front of you that you need to contend with. Are you revolving or are you evolving? And if you're revolving, what are you trying to defend? So in the extended, I'm going to look at, got fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. You might be dealing with the fire signs. So I'm going to look at fire signs. Got earth signs coming in. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn. Got Aquarius here. Not Saggy. We got Gemini here, but that's not really. So I'm going to look at earth signs and I'm going to look at fire signs in the extended. You might be dealing with one of those. We'll find out what the intentions are with those signs. And I also look at actions and advice for you, and we'll dive a little bit deeper into this message. But for those of you not going on, let's get a message to you of divine guidance from the universe. Let's get a message to you of divine guidance from the universe. Good grief. Way too many. These cards are like, my hands can't fit over them. Surrender. Surrender and trust that all will be well with you and with the other. Surrender. Trust, letting go of control, free flow, receptivity, yin energy, inner knowing, intuition, synchronistic opportunities, getting out of your own way, the path of least resistance, allowing who you naturally are to flourish. Surrendering can be one of the hardest things to do, and trusting that we can achieve more by loosening our control can take great courage. Loosen your hold on the reins and know that the universe will catch you. Trust, even though things are not as you imagined. Stay poised and aligned with your purpose, and at the last minute, the situation will reveal its magic. This message is about freeing yourself from the paradigm of control and force. Yes, you can achieve with this mode, but we also lose opportunities for magic. A synchronistic meeting following our intuition and being in the right place at the right time can outweigh months of careful planning. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope this helped, and until next time, I wish you the peace that passes all understanding. For those of you going on, the link is below, and I will see you over there.